Hey everybody, it's the OMAD Dad. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, a channel that is dedicated to living the OMAD lifestyle or eating one meal a day. Well, if you see my last video about New Year's resolutions, here we are, it's 2019. Many people have a New Year's resolution of cutting back and saving some money. It's understandable considering that since about the week before Thanksgiving, really, people have been kind of going all out since the rest of the 2018 through the rest of the year. So I thought it would be a perfect time for me to kind of continue my little mini series on Frugal OMAD. Now, if you've discovered OMAD very recently and you've just switched to it, maybe it was your New Year's resolution, what you're going to notice really soon is that you definitely are going to save a lot of money going over to eating one meal a day, especially if you're used to eating 3 to 6 meals a day and having snacks and drinks and all that other stuff. Once you cut all of that stuff out, not only will your health improve, but the health of your wallet will improve too. But I want to do this little series on how we can make your OMAD go even better. Maybe you've had some financial struggles, maybe you're a little short on cash, or maybe you just want to save up for something and just cut back a little bit from the holidays. Who knows? Well, this is the perfect time to do that, and I'm going to give you some of my best tips and tricks for doing that. I do have a video of part 1 on some principles that will help you save a little bit of money, but today we're going to put those principles in practice. I am here at my local Aldi store. I don't know if you guys have an Aldi's around you, but if you do, you definitely want to go there and check them out. If you aren't familiar with them, I'm going to give you a little bit of a story about them in synopsis. Aldi's is a very small food store. They are a chain, but they're not like the big box stores and the big chains that you see, like Kroger's or Publix or Stop and Shop, Price Chopper, any of those big places like that. They have very, very competitive, very cheap prices, some of the best prices around for many, many things. And there's several reasons behind that. For number one, you put a 25-cent deposit down to get your carriage, and you get it back when you bring your carriage back. So that encourages you to bring your carriages back so that they don't have to hire people to do that like the big stores do. They don't have grocery bags. You have to bring your own if you so choose, so you don't have that expense. The store is smaller, so the overhead is a lot lower. They don't spend a lot of time doing fancy window dressings and stocking the shelves really pretty. They pretty much just put everything down in the box that it came in. This is, it's going to save times. Again, you don't need scores of people to help you set up the store. And they tend to not have a lot of name brands. They do have some name brands here, but most of the brands that they have are kind of offshoot brands. I think they're, like a side brand from the same big company that you're used to anyway. But what I have found is that the food here is still really, really good. And just because it's a little bit cheaper than some of your other stores, it's not as big. They don't have everything that maybe a Whole Foods or a Kroger or a Publix would have, but they have a really great selection, and they have enough stuff here to where you could have a whole food diet, you could get vegan items, you could be on the carnivore diet, keto, whichever way you want to eat, or even standard American diet. They have a lot of different staples here that if you're like me, for example, I don't cut whole food groups out of my diet. I like to eat a wide range of different things. I never have a problem getting a good meal here. And I've bought several different kinds of meats here. I've gotten chicken and beef. I have not gotten any seafood here yet, but I've gotten several different varieties of meats and chicken, and I got to tell you, the prices are amazing. They have the best prices on milk anywhere, and the quality is really good too. The steaks are really top notch, and I didn't spend a lot of money, and I got a nice big steak. So I've got all these shopping bags with me here, and we're going to go in the store today, and I'm going to check out some of the stuff that I look for and some of the things that I have to buy. I do have my list with me. That was one of my principles in the first part of this video. If you haven't seen that, please check it out. I've got my list with me on my phone, so I know what I have to get, so I don't have to worry about any impulse buys or anything that I wasn't really planning for. So let's go to Aldi's, and we're going to put this into practice. Here we go. Okay, this is one of the first things I get. I usually pick up a couple of dozen eggs because for $1.39 a dozen, it's kind of a no-brainer not to. Definitely, eggs are a staple in my diet. Here's another great pick right here. A gallon of milk for, I think it was $2.49 it said. It's the cheapest price around with 2 little kids at home. Definitely need all the milk I can get. Let's see, I need a little bit of sugar in the baking aisle here because I'm all out and I plan on making some pie over the weekend. And look at that. 4 pounds of sugar, $1.08. Can't beat that price. $1.69 for 5 pounds of flour. This is also where I get my flour if I need any. I don't need any of this trip around, so I'm going to leave it here, but I'm definitely going to be picking up some of this sugar here for $1.08. Okay, got a good amount of produce here. I'm going to pick up a little bit of lettuce. It is $1.59 a head. Some of which is for me, some of which is for my pet rabbit. We'll get a couple more here. There we go. And I also need some potatoes today. These are $2.99 a bag, but it's a little pricey for them. But if you take a look at these nice fat potatoes in here, I'll definitely use those for like breakfasts and make hash browns or whatever I can with them. Okay, I definitely hit the bananas pretty hard. They're a nice little dessert for me for the weekend. Look at the price, 44 cents a pound. I'm definitely going to get some more of these. That should be a nice pile right there. It's a pretty good amount, selection of different meats and things like here. You take a look at the whole chicken. These are, let's see here, a little under 4 pounds, 95 cents a pound, though you can't beat that. So I'm definitely gonna, this one looks pretty good. I'll take this one, all natural. They do have organic, free range as well. Sorry. This is the one that I'm picking out. They do have organic and free range as well for $2.50 a pound, which is still a pretty good price, but you know, 95 cents a pound, you can't beat that. Look at that, $3.76. You can make a whole meal out of this and be less than what you would spend at McDonald's. Okay, and here's another one that I'm going to be bringing home too. We've got some beef here, which is perfect for tacos. Look at the price here, $4.29 a pound. This is almost a pound and a half, and it's $6. I'm gonna make some tacos this week. I'll incorporate that into there. And I thought this was something else worth mentioning too. In the baking aisle, they have ghee, which is clarified butter, which is really great to cook with. And they have a big jar of it for $6.49. It's kind of a little bit of a indulgence, really, but if you want to eliminate any of those stupid seed oils from your diet, definitely come here and get some ghee. Stock up on that. And if you like canned tuna fish at all, incorporating that into anything, this would be the place to get it. Again, Northern Catch. It's not Starkist. It's some offshoot brand, but look at the price, 77 cents a can. Like, that just makes it a really nice, quick, cheap meal, and it's very, very healthy too. There's all natural fish oils in there. Okay guys, well there you have it. That is my rather exciting shopping trip to Aldi's. I didn't need a lot of stuff today because I only have a few days in my work week. Today's Wednesday, so I've already had my OMAD for today, so really only have to eat for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then when I'm off on Sunday and Monday from work, I'll usually, with my wife, we'll figure something out that I'd want to make. But overall, we got all of that stuff for $44.16. Not bad at all. If I got that amount of items from any other grocery store around here, I'd probably spend at least $60, maybe even more. There are some things that I didn't get that are worth mentioning. If you like shredded cheddar cheese, I go through a good amount because I make like quesadillas sometimes for my meal, or I'll put cheese in my omelets if I have an omelet for my meal. I get a big bag of it over here. I think it's about $6, and which is a really good bargain for considering how massive the bag is. But yeah, as you saw in there, like eggs are a staple in my diet. They were at what, $1.39. So I'll get a couple dozen eggs at a time, and I can just have a huge plate of eggs one day and spend literally less than $1 on that portion of it. Milk, my family goes through a lot of milk. I don't personally drink it, but my two children do. So getting milk for as cheap as it is here, it's kind of a no-brainer. This is where we go. We'll just get a couple gallons at a time. There are some things they don't have that I do like. I do have to go to the bigger stores for distilled water. I drink about 4 or 5 gallons of distilled water a week. That's the water that I prefer. I mean, they have spring water here, so if that you could use that for an alternative. I just prefer distilled water, so it's worth me going to the other stores. It's still cheap there, so it's no big deal. But overall, we got a pretty good amount of stuff here for $44. And that'll last us and make quite a few meals for us at home. So I can't wait to go home and take some of this stuff apart and start cooking. And when I do another part of this series, I'll eventually show you some of the recipes and cooking techniques I use to kind of stretch a buck a little bit further. But the main point for today is that you can have a really nice OMAD, you can have a really nice meal, and you don't have to spend a fortune. If you have an Aldi's near you, definitely go and check them out because they're worth going to. Even if it's not your entire shopping for the week, even if you have to still go to other stores, it's definitely worth it to get most of your stuff there. They have a really great bargain. They're a great company, and they are not paying me, and they have no idea that I'm doing this. This is just my personal opinion. So I thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have had a great day, and I hope you're enjoying your OMAD, and I will see you next time.